Good morning, friends. It's Lisa from Lisa&Norm 26 years. You know what's funny? I realized that I've been saying from Norm and Lisa 26 years for like ever. And it wasn't until I did an intro for Julie at Living Large on Lifetime that I realized I was saying it wrong. How dumb am I? Oh well. Whatever. Welcome to all of our new subscribers, which I know a lot of you came over from Living Large on Lifetime. Julie was my very first YouTube channel that I found, and I went back and watched a good chunk of stuff that I hadn't seen before. Not all of it, but a good chunk, and she just got me motivated to find other YouTube channels and also to make this one. I really have kind of a top three, and only because they were my first three that I found. So I will always watch Julie's video before I watch anyone else's. And then I watch after that, you know, whoever has put a new video up. So I have a lot of them, and one day I'll share all of the ones that I am faithful to now. Anyway, all of you who are new to the channel, our channel kind of started out as a relationship type channel and talking about being married for 26 years, and we will get back to that. We just have a tendency to talk about that stuff when we are traveling. So when we go camping, which we do a lot, when we are on the road, when we're driving. So you will see Norm, and we will talk about those things. Norm is doing Weight Watchers too. But right now, Norm has some stomach stuff going on. He has a hernia that he needs to have surgery on. So he's really trying to lose a little bit of weight before that. So he hasn't been on much lately, but I promise he will be back. Also, we did have his mom passed away in December, so there was a little bit of kind of downtime that I think he needed as well. He very rarely, actually, let me rephrase, he never does a video by himself. So I wish he would, but he doesn't. So most of the time, 99.9% of the time when you sign on to this channel, you will see Weight Watchers material because that's my focus. But every now and then you will see a video of Norm and I, and if you're here just for the Weight Watcher stuff and you don't want to watch Norm and I be, you know, silly and stupid and talk about relationships, skip it. And because normally it's not both, although sometimes I do throw in a grocery haul if it's a small one, or a meal prep once Norm, because a lot of times we talk on the way to the grocery store. So yeah, that's my channel. Just because I do have a lot of new viewers, I thought I would do a little bit of an intro of him and I. I am 43 years old. Norm and I have been together for 26 years. We have 3 daughters together. Norm has 4 children from previous marriages, who you'll hear us reference periodically. And you do get to see my kids once in a while. Amber, my oldest, is getting married in November. She is also on Weight Watchers. She doesn't have a lot to lose. She's lost 20 pounds. And honestly, she went and tried on dresses on Sunday, and I gotta tell you, the dresses that she was trying on, the silhouette she was trying on, you know, if she didn't lose another pound, she looked phenomenal. She wants to lose a couple of more. You know, the problem with losing weight, though, is it doesn't come off where you want it to come off, and she has the same spot as the rest of us do, right? That pouch in the front, right? Anyway, and then I have Danny. Danny is 19. She is in the nursing program at her college. She wants to be, at first she wants to be a NICU nurse where she is helping out babies, but at some point she would like to be actually a in utero surgeon. It's a lot of work, so she wants to do one and then gradually do the other, which I love. She also is a waitress currently. That's how she pays all of her own bills, including her own college. I have not paid one dime towards her college. She has her own car, does all that stuff. Amber's the same way. Amber pays all of her own bills. She lives on her own. She works in a mortgage company. I love her fiance, Josh. They're a great little couple. They're both Geminis and completely opposite of each other, which is funny. Then there's Carly. Carly is 16. She's actually graduating this year at 16. That's 2 years early. She wants to be an EMS, an ambulance EMS, right? I know it's EMT too, but I just don't remember which one is which. Right now she is a volunteer at a firehouse, and she does ride on the ambulance, and she is what's called fourth on the medic, which means she's allowed to do vitals and things like that. She spends her weekends at the firehouse getting training and things like that. She's done all the training to ride on the medic, and this summer she'll be doing her EMT classes, so she'll be actually certified to go and do those things. She also wants to do fire at some point, and oh, she works in a daycare center too, and she is, like, all three of my girls are fabulous. Carly has the biggest heart in the world. You know, they do what they're supposed to do. They are good kids. They have mouths like sailors. They get it from her father, but they are phenomenal kids. Amber and I meal prep on Sundays, so sometimes you'll see her. We don't see Danny very often. We do see her Sunday before she goes to work, which is awesome because we're kind of all three in the kitchen. And then Carly usually is there too because she just came back from the firehouse. So it's good. I'm very close to my kids. We do have grandbabies from Norm's son, Tony. There is a little one named Alana, and there is another named Axe. So you'll hear Norm talk about him and how he can't wait to go see his grandbabies. He's not met Axe yet. They live far away. So yeah, so that's us in a nutshell. We have 2 black labs. We live in the house that I grew up in. It is a tiny 3-bedroom house. Tiny 3-bedroom house. We bought it for sentimental reasons, which was probably the dumbest thing we've done in our marriage. All my fault. And because it's fallen down around our ears, but it's sentimental. And we have, now the backyard is beautiful. It's like a resort. It's got a big pool, and we lay around that all summer long. You'll see that this summer as well. But yeah, I mean, that's us in a nutshell. I'm a teacher. I teach 5th grade currently. I am an aspiring administrator. I am, my school does not have an assistant principal. So I do have my certification as an assistant principal. So sometimes I get to do those jobs, you know, on top of being a teacher, and for no pay. But I do love it. I love what I do. And you'll see me, I get stuck. I get stuck in my job sometimes where I really want to move forward and it's just not the time. Norm is a salesman. He's an executive sales. He sells hospital communications. He's been doing that for a long time. So we're foodies. We love to eat out. We eat out a lot. Sometimes we get stuck in a rut where we eat out the same places. I'm one of those people where we love the diner, but when I go to the diner, I get the same thing every time. But it's fine because it's 0 points. You know, so we do get our own little rut going on, I guess. We do love to travel. We don't mind flying, but we will travel on the weekend. We'll literally throw a tent in the truck and take off to PA or Virginia or somewhere surrounding, and we will go camping. I will get more videos of that this year. I got a lot of, actually, probably the most comments I got when I first started this channel is I would video us on the way, and then I would video us in the car, and people are like, we want to see what you guys are doing when you're camping. I'll tell you, a lot of times when we're camping, we're sitting in a chair watching a fire because we're just decompressing. One of our favorite campsites, which I gotta tell you, is this little rundown back in the woods. It's barely a campsite. It's like an empty space with a picnic table and a fire ring. Now it does have electricity, so I will not camp without electricity. I'm weird like that because of all things, I am afraid of the dark. Is that crazy? We also, anyway, that little campsite has no service. So I think Norm likes it because I can't be on Facebook, which I'm addicted to, I gotta admit. We also are paranormal investigators. We've been doing that for, gosh, like 25 years, back before Ghost Hunters was on TV or anything else. We have a pretty good reputation for that. I also have a side hustle. I am a spiritual advisor. I am a life coach with a spiritual spin. Doesn't matter your religion, doesn't matter your spiritual curve, is, you know, we talk about things like that. I'm also an ordained minister, so I do weddings and anything an ordained minister can do, and I've done all of them. I think that's about it. That's kind of us in a nutshell. So I just wanted to take a couple of minutes and do a little bit of an intro, because I do know that I have I got an up in followers. So what I'm gonna do is, I think I know a lot of people wait till they hit like 1,000 viewers, but I never honestly thought that I was going to hit 5 viewers. My first like month of doing YouTube, I had 3 viewers. It was Amber, Danny, and Carly, my daughters. And I don't even think they watched them. I think they just subscribed to make mom feel better. But the reason that I do this part of the YouTube channel is so these are my meetings. And talking to you guys is like my meeting. And I want this to be interactive. I want you to talk to me. I want you to comment and let's talk. And if you want to do an intro on my channel, if you want to say something, send me a quick little video. I'll put it in. If you have questions, I'll answer your questions as best I can. I've been doing Weight Watchers since May. I've lost 42.5 pounds. So, you know, whatever you guys want to see, I do cook with me videos sometimes, not often, because I'm terrible with a camera. Technology is not my strong suit. I will do what I eat in a day videos when I remember. I often forget to do at least one of the meals. I would say 90% of the time I forget to at least do one of the meals, because I'm eating at my desk and I forget. I will also do grocery hauls, and I'll do meal prep when I can. So you guys tell me, what do you want to see, and I will do that. But that's what was the point of this channel for me, was to kind of take the place of meetings, because I don't go to meetings. I do try to do a weekly Wednesday when I remember and get the chance to have a specific discussion. I probably won't do it today because A, it's Valentine's Day, so what I really want to know is, what are you guys doing for Valentine's Day? And B, because I did do this little bit of an intro. So yeah, I just want, most people wait until they get like 1,000 viewers and then they do a giveaway. So I'm gonna do, I right now have 90 viewers. So I think what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna do one for 100 viewers. If I get 100 viewers, I will do a giveaway. It won't be huge, but it'll be something, and I don't know what the prize is gonna be yet. But it'll be something, it'll be something cool, and it'll be something that means something to us, to Norm and I, and maybe a little bit of me, maybe a little bit of him, something like that. Either way, so please share this video with anybody you think would like it or would help. Subscribe, hit the little bell button, and you'll get notified when I do post a video. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. Then at one point, when I get my 100 viewers, I'll do another video, and I will tell you how you can be entered into the drawing for a prize box. And that's all I have. I'm on my way to work, and I see that the salt trucks are out today, and I don't know why, because I did not think they were calling for any type of snow or ice or anything like that. Although it was really cold last night, and we did have some rain yesterday, so maybe it's from yesterday, but it is 33 degrees, so anyway, I will talk to you guys really soon, and probably this afternoon, and make sure you guys are tracking, because that is what's important. And remember, that is my goal for February, to track everything and to lose 1 pound. It is 1 pound February for me. I want to be 173 by the end of February. Not going so well yet, but we'll see. Alright guys, so here's my lunch, or my breakfast this morning. It is my egg cup. It's not very big today. I don't know what I was thinking. With peppers and onions and a little bit of cheese. And then I have this unsweetened applesauce, mango and peach, and my water. But I just want to take a second to show you what's killing me today. So my students have bought me things like this, and like this, and these, and these, and these, and these, and I am just dying with all this chocolate sitting on my desk. Here's my lunch today. It is a turkey wrap, which I showed you yesterday. It's on an Olay wrap. I did take the cheese off of this one, so it's just 1 point. I have the unsweetened blueberry applesauce for 0 points, and 17 of the Trader Joe's Gorgonzola crackers for 2 points, and I'm gonna have a water, which I've already had 88 ounces of water today. Hey guys, so it is still Wednesday, Valentine's Day. I just wanted to pop on here real quick, without hitting somebody else's car, to tell you I did have a non-scale victory today. So it's Valentine's Day in an elementary school, okay? So you can only imagine what we have in, not only in our classrooms, everything from pizza to cupcakes to cookies to lollipops. We had teachers bringing in cake and again, lollipops and all this junk, cookies, everything you could possibly imagine. And I had one BLT today, bite, lick, taste. I had one lick, and I didn't even mean to. I was doling out cupcakes, and I had a cupcake on my hand, and somebody asked for a bag of popcorn, and I didn't want to put my hand in the bag, and I licked my one finger. As soon as I did it, I realized I did it, and I wiped off all the rest of the fingers. So, it was the only thing I had. I had asked my parents, my room parents, to please bring in fruit and veggies. And my parents did exactly what they were supposed to do, and they brought in some veggies with dip. I counted my dip for 2 points because I didn't have a whole lot, and I ate broccoli, carrots, and celery. So I did not have one morsel, even though my kids brought me all kinds of stuff. They brought me truffles. They brought me little hearts with caramel in them. They brought me the little hearts with the assorted candy in them. One of them brought me these caramel dark chocolate sea salt bites. Scanned them. They were 1 point a piece. They're like that big. I did put those in my desk. I may actually do something else with them tomorrow and put them somewhere else, put them on the faculty table or whatever. But as far as today, I did not even open them because I knew if I opened one, I would be doomed. So today I've had my egg cup for 0. I had sugar-free or unsweetened blueberry applesauce for 0. That was my breakfast. And then for lunch, I had a turkey wrap. I took the cheese off, so just the Olay wrap was 1 point. I had some Gorgonzola crackers from Trader Joe's for 2 points, so that was 3 points. And then I had another one of the applesauces, but I scanned that and it went up to like a whole bunch before it never came up to any points. But the reason I had 2 of them today is because my Jell-O did not turn out. It was actually watery, which is really funny because I was watching Julie this morning and hers did the same thing. And I made mine in smaller batches, and some of them turned out and some of them didn't. It was really, really strange. I don't know, they're upset with each other. Did you hear those horns? So anyway, that's what I've had today. So that's 3 points, and then I had the 2 points of dip. That's 5 points. Yep, I've had 5 points today. So I know that I'm going home, and I know that I'm having a baked potato. I know that I'm having steak. I know that I'm having Brussels sprouts. So the Brussels sprouts are 0. I got to figure out what the steak is. I don't know what kind of steak he bought. I put 10 points worth of steak in my tracker when I pre-tracked, just so that when I was looking at stuff today, I would remember that I can't have sweets and be like, oh, I'm just having steak later today, or oh, I can have chicken when I get home, or whatever. So I did put 10 points of steak in there, although it probably might be less because that was like 6 ounces of like a skirt steak, and I don't know if it's, I don't know what kind of steak it is. I really don't. So I'm gonna, it might be more, but I can always substitute my sour cream, which is 2 points for the light sour cream, for yogurt, because I really don't mind the yogurt on the potato. Or I can pull out a 1/4 cup of the Kraft non-fat cheddar for $0. So I don't know, I will figure something out. I could put some spray butter on it and some cheese, or some spray butter and some yogurt, or just some spray butter, and then, you know, have nothing. I'd probably do yogurt because that's nothing too, the non-fat Greek yogurt. But so anyway, that is my plan. I did originally also have in my plan some angel food cake, but last night I took a bite of the angel food cake that we're supposed to have for dessert today, and it wasn't that good. I like my angel food cake zesty and really kind of like lemony. This wasn't. It was very bland. It was kind of like eating a sponge. It was really dry and not so great. So I probably won't have that for snack tonight. So I did take that out. So if I tracked everything and I stick with what I have, I still have 2 points for dessert. And you all know I can do a 2-point dessert, no problem. I can do 1 point worth of my fat-free Cool Whip, and a little bit of what is it called? Either Jell-O with fruit, or just fruit itself, or I could also do a little bit of sugar-free jam. I have peach and I have blueberry or raspberry. So either one of those would be totally fine with me too. So I am not worried about my dessert at all, even though it's Valentine's Day. But anyway, I just popped on to tell you that non-scale victory of having not one morsel of junk today. So far, fingers crossed. My husband sent me the most beautiful bouquet of a dozen roses. I will put a picture in at the end of this video because they are just beautiful. And it might not seem like a whole lot, but it's not easy to get flowers delivered to my job, because where I work is a secured facility, and it's a little harder to get there. So you have to call certain florists. You can only use certain florists, and he was able to do it. So it was just awesome, and they're absolutely gorgeous and beautiful, and the vase is really, really heavy and gorgeous. So I'm excited that I get to keep them on my desk, and I'll probably keep them on my desk Thursday and Friday, and then probably bring them home Friday so I can enjoy them over the weekend and into the long weekend, which I have off Monday, and y'all probably do too for President's Day. So anyway, I'm gonna pop off here because I know that I already talked to you guys this morning, and I am going to go and watch some YouTube and or listen to some YouTube while I drive, and kind of veg out a little bit and relax while I drive. I actually am pretty good at relaxing while I'm driving because I've been doing this drive for like, gosh, 12 years now. So I've gotten to the point where this is kind of my decompress time. So I'm going to listen to some Weight Watchers YouTube and decompress and get home and make dinner. And I don't have any appointments tonight, and I purposely didn't schedule any appointments tonight because it is Valentine's Day. So I will probably just cuddle up with Norm and watch some TV tonight. And I hope you guys have a fabulous, wonderful, beautiful Valentine's Day. I hope you have somebody phenomenal to spend your Valentine's Day with. And if you don't have someone to spend your Valentine's Day with, treat yourself like a Valentine and do all the beautiful things that you would do if you did have a Valentine. And remember that I love you all, and I hope that you have a fabulous Valentine's Day, night, weekend, evening, whatever it is you have, and celebrate love. Night, guys.